Okay, it's challenge time. We are back in the in-between time because we still have hour 11 and hour 12 to do of the 12 months of fun. 12 months of fun crop. I keep wanting to say 12 hours of fun because we've been referring to each thing as an hour. So by the time this thing is over, I will know what we called it. 12 months of fun crop, an hour at the time. We have 2 hours to go. But this is the midway point, right? So it's like halftime? No, I feel like it's the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter.
Or the 7th inning stretch at the baseball game.
Okay, that one's good. Or the interruption. I don't know. This kind of has to do with the 12-hour crop, but it kind of doesn't either. And literally have been working on it for months and wanted to do something like this on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and I just couldn't get it together. It did not come fully together in my brain until I sat to do this. This was the year in review one, and we did this right before the 31st?
Yes.
Okay.
Between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, I think it was like the 28th or 29th. I did this in a day and a half. I was supposed to do it in a day with y'all and had other work going on in between. And that's what life is like for me. For 26, 28, almost 30 years and counting, work is never done. And I was much better when Keller was smaller because he went to bed earlier and I would do my nighttime work and then I would take 10 minutes to scrapbook. The last 10 minutes was usually between 11:30 and 12. Half the time I was in my laundry room to carve out my space. Y'all have heard me tell these stories for years, but it's the truth. And a glass of wine, a little paper therapy, and I could sleep better and start again at 6 a.m. the next day with that kid running around. I lost it somewhere along the way as far as scrapbooking for me. And I would do a page here and there. Have never run out of ideas for y'all. I don't think I can live long enough to get through all ideas in my head of things I want to design for y'all. But the end of last year and the second half of this year really, really about took me out. And that's saying something because y'all have been through all kinds of stuff. When Papa died, all kinds of surgeries, not being able to walk right for about 4 years. I still don't walk right, but I can stand up. Brain tumor, all the things. I came back to life the more I started scrapbooking the last few months. And other things have become more clear to me in the last few months. And Catherine has heard me talk about it a little bit with her personally, and I've talked with Katie and Wendy and Tracy about it. The first 3 or 4 months here, every day was like I'm dying, right?
Yes.
Just very negative. This is horrible. I'm dying. I don't deserve this. I hate my builder. Like, let the world come to an end. Done. And when I quit fighting it and started sitting up at night when God would wake me up going, why have you isolated me? Why am I here? What am I supposed to learn from this? The faster I learn it, the faster I can get back to my life. Like all those things, I started realizing the things that I needed to learn and pay attention to. And one of them was to find my reason again for this job. But to find my reason for this job, I had to make my way back to why I want to scrapbook. And I started doing more and more pages, and not even just these. We moved in here in the studio in August, and I started in October. I don't know if I can lift this all the way. These are all the kits of mine that have not been finished since October, when I really started trying to put my pictures on the page with y'all. And some have finished pages in front and pieces in back. Some have too much to seal the bag. But it is piece after piece. This started stressing me out a little bit more. Even though I was excited to see that page, but I saw another part of a kit sitting on top. These tags need twine. This needs journaling. These embellishments go. Oh, it was 12 pages. I got 8 of them done. There's 4 to go. It just kept stacking up. So last week, I at least got them all back in the right piles and into the bag with the pieces they go. Then Catherine posts all these beautiful organizing ones. Not quite as neat as her stuff, but I'm on it. but something about the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's not the first time that I have been alone in the holidays, right? It's also not the first time I didn't have a house during the holidays. But because I had this studio, and I saw Keller and Lex for a little bit, and I was trying to get caught up on so much work, and this got rescheduled into that week, that night starting it with y'all, something switched, and I went, I have to finish it. I have to finish it. I told y'all I was going to finish it and show you, but I tell you that all the time. I don't always get them done and show you, right? You just hear me say I'm going to, but I don't. I came in that next morning, like 6 or 7 in the morning, and worked for 7 hours on this with praise music blasting, and had the best time. You would think I had been to a party, and it was just me. And then I was like, okay, y'all, I figured out the companion, because I'm going to get the other layout for each of these months done to go with it, because the pictures are still right here and sorted. Okay, this is getting done. And that kit was God's answer to me. To finish a kit, you have figured out why you're scrapbooking, what was stopping you from it. The only thing stopping me was me. We just asked y'all all these questions. So one more time, this hobby that it is to y'all, this hobby that became my occupation, has saved my life. And it made me start thinking about what I've been working on for some kind of New Year's resolution. We've done New Year's resolution crops before, and we had all these other year things planned, like year in review and the 12 months of fun crop. But I could not, and y'all were asking for a tracker to know how many layouts you did. And I'm like, this is not just one more thing on a to-do list to check off. And all of that in my head came together when I went to bed Friday night up here and came back to see Katie Saturday morning. Keep in mind, Keller had been pushing me too, like, no, Mom, these year kits aren't what I was talking to you about. He said something where y'all get together once a month about it. And I'm like, well, we get together all the time. Keller, I'm on Facebook all the time. Anyway, I don't know how to say it, but it all became clear Friday night. And I was like, we are going to do a Keller's 12-month challenge. This is going to be nothing as involved as USL, okay? We got January and February. I'm going to kick y'all's butts in USL because the prizes are big to finish this up. And super cute stuff, super cute kit coming your way. So it's not something like that. I'm not asking you to pay a membership today. It's no kind of commitment like that. But some of you trust me and follow me so much that you will follow me right over the cliff. And then some of you sit at home, and I picture y'all just scrolling through and stopping and going, there's that crazy girl on Keller's Facebook again, and just using me as entertainment. Somewhere in between is the majority of our customers that are watching and going, oh, that's cute. But you're either not scrapbooking with our stuff or you're not scrapbooking at all. Okay? All right, so hold all that information. Stop me if there's questions or anything at any point I need to address.
You're doing good.
Okay. Am I going to be done by 6? I need to speed this up in my head. All right, take all of that info. And here's what you need to know about Kim, the business owner, and trying to steer this ship in the right direction. Because not only am I trying to survive self-employment, which is hard any day, this year in the economy is even harder, and then take my house away, which took me out of being able to afford the business space I had, like all the things, right? Like it is the perfect storm. So I've got to steer this company the right way. And the only thing I know to do is what I've always done, and that's trust my heart. That if that kit did that much for me, that was God's way putting me back in touch with what my purpose is. I have always felt like this is what I was supposed to do. But the business end of it and the world did not always align and make it easy for me. There are a handful of y'all that have kept me here no matter what I wanted to do. When I'd say I quit, y'all would be like, no, you don't, no, you don't. So, of our customer base, okay, 100% of y'all, there's about 2% of you that buy every single thing I come out with, or 9/10 of it. I come out with 10 kits, you're going to buy 9 of them. Y'all care about me, you love me, you want me in this, you spend money that you shouldn't to keep me in it, okay? Then there's another, I would say 7 to 8% to get us to 10% of our customer base that order every month or every other month. Yeah, a lot. I mean, I see your name 20 to 30 times on a label a year. How about that? The majority of you, there's a little percentage in there that orders 2-3 times a year, but 85 to 90% of our customers order once or twice a year. That's it, once or twice. Am I grateful for that? Absolutely. But y'all are ordering on the layout blowout sales and the perfect pages clearance sales. Y'all want a double page layout and nothing else. I don't mind providing that for you, and I don't appreciate those orders any less. But in the last 48 hours, what clarified for me is I'm not serving you well there. If those page kits help, it's a theme that helps you finish a certain set of pictures you've got, great. But let me give you and teach you more than that. Let me give you that feeling I had doing that kit. It changes stuff in your brain, and that's scrapbooking as a whole. But doggone it, the Keller's way, and I think Catherine's perspective, I'm not putting you on the spot with this, I didn't tell her this, but Catherine's perspective of traveling and working with me 15 years ago, then being a customer for a few years, and then I moved away for 11 years. And coming back, like we were glad to see each other over a year ago, but our new way of doing this has lit a fire in you, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, y'all keep seeing what she's posting. That's not me telling her to post this. And I mean, I think your words a little bit ago, like, you've done it to me today too. Like,
yes.
Yeah, that's all we want to do. It's like a drug. The more you do it and you complete something, you want to do it again. And they laugh at me when I say, like, hey, this is a pretty fun hobby, or I love this page, or whatever it is. That's what I need to be doing with my job, is giving y'all that feeling. Not sitting here going, look at this cute little kit. Does anybody want one? And then going away and whining because enough people didn't order. I need to be tooting our own horn on the stuff we do in the Keller's way, the way we do it. If what is stopping you is it's too complicated, no, it's not. I've spent 30 years making it the easiest way possible. And finally, our art and designs, the products we offer, the amount of product catalog we have to offer, all of that has caught up with the easy techniques I've always had, right? It's the best. It's the best it's ever been. We should be doing better than we've ever done. So I'm letting you down for not reminding you it doesn't have to be hard, and it doesn't have to cost $1 million. Tell us what your budget is, and we will help you stretch that budget. Nobody can stretch $1 more than me. I will challenge you to that. Okay? I feel like I'm preaching and losing sight of this. Here's the 12-month challenge. This is what I want. This is the challenge I have issued to myself, and I'm issuing it to everybody. Those of you that buy our class kits already, okay? Those of you that buy the class kits, I'm talking to you too, but I'm not talking to you as in because you're not buying enough. That's not it. But I want to talk class kits. The kits that have a start and an end, not a perfect page. We can all do them. We all need them. They look cute in our book. That's great. That's not where the value is. That's not where it is. It's in the stories we tell. Taking our photos and our photos and our words to tell our stories. That's where the power is. When all that connects, these kits that we design with the different themes that can come out 100 different ways. But the way those stories connect, that's where the magic is. Getting your pictures on the page, making a complete album, thinking about the story you want those pictures to tell. It is not birthday party, next page. Christmas morning, next page. Day in the park, next page. No, it's the bigger stories and how they come together. Let's do that. That's what scrapbooking is. It is not just 3 pictures, 2 stickers, turn the page, okay? So the challenge is 12 months, 12 class kits, the Keller's way. Will you commit to at least one class kit per month from Keller's Creations? Those of you that are buying them already, I'm asking you to commit to doing them. All of it. I'm preaching to me too. Doing the entire kit. Thinking about the story you want to tell with that entire kit. So it has had the story told in words on there. It's got all the extra little things you want on there. And it is slid in a book. And check that off. It's complete. It's going, I haven't gotten that far yet. And I'm this excited. Just over the pages. These don't have the journaling and the tags and stuff finished yet. When this hits an album and the whole overview story of last year is told, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. The last completed album I have is Keller's preschool book. He's 31. And that was because it had to be done for him. I want a scrapbook for me now. So, I want y'all to commit. That's the 12-month challenge. For all of you who watch me for entertainment, I will keep teaching classes on here for free. We're adding it to YouTube sooner than you think, so the videos don't disappear. I will entertain you and teach you for free. But I need something back from you. You're buying stuff elsewhere. Buy one class kit from me. I'll keep putting layouts and stuff on sale and all that stuff for you. But the value and the magic are in our class kits. You get me teaching it. You get all my thoughts behind it. Now we have me, Katie, Wendy, Catherine, showing you all the ways stories can be told with those kits and used different ways. I need y'all supporting the part of me that is my purpose for y'all. My purpose is not to design one more page and hope somebody buys it. Okay? That's where we are. That's where I am. If you want me to stay here, because otherwise I can close the doors and I can accomplish my personal goals with how much stuff is in here, probably the rest of my life. But I want y'all to go on this journey with me, and I'm going to commit to. That's got to be finished. This isn't finished yet. So I'm asking to commit to one a month. I'm going to give you a tracker that is going to take me another week or two to get it fixed. You're going to be able to track the number of layouts you've done. But that's not the only thing to count. How many completed albums did you get done? How many complete stories did you get done? How many gift albums did you give, like what Katie's doing with the kit we've been showing this weekend? How many mini albums did you did? How many cards did you send? Like, it all ties back to our products with a purpose and all the things. 12 months, 12 class kits done the Keller's way. And if you commit to that, my business is going to grow exponentially, because if you have actually finished that kit with just the 5 tools it takes, scissors, adhesive, paper trimmer, and 2 circle punches. If you do that, every friend that looks at your book and says, I love that, I can never do it. I can never have an extra room in my house with all that stuff. I can never afford it. It takes too long. Every person that I speak, what do? I teach scrapbooking. Yeah, I used to do that. I don't know where all that stuff is. You don't need all that stuff. You need 5 things and a little shoulder bag. And you need a pack for me and make it. And then next month, make it again with the pictures on your phone. It's simple. You don't need a ton of space. All the things that are holding us back. No, I don't need to work a few more hours. It's okay if I work 12 or 14 hours a day and do this for an hour or 10 minutes or whatever it is. Help me, Catherine. That is nothing what was on my notes. That is what came from my head and my heart.
I can tell it's definitely heartfelt, and it's been something we've been discussing all afternoon.
Yeah,
it is. The feeling you get when you finish a kit is inspiring. I did more pages last year than I had done the 5 years before, start to finish.
Coming off a rough year, you had too.
Yes,
right? Like, we both talked and apologized to each other for losing touch. It is so easy to go in the whatever mental hole, physical hole, whatever, of the hard stuff in life, or just serving your family all the time. And I'm not asking you to take away from any of that, but this is the best therapy there is.
Absolutely. That's what it is.
It's
therapy.
It worked through in the last 7 months. For every day I wanted to say, I am done. This allowed me to go. There might have been 25 days that were hard as hell. there were 5 days I found a lot of joy. So what did I do? I chose that for my word. I'm making classes about it. I'm telling you, we talked about it a minute ago. I think it's helping my brain. I've had a very, very sick week. I feel better in the last 48 hours from staring at paper instead of a computer screen. Okay? So here's the question. I'm going to do a written post. You can answer me here, but I'm going to do a written post with the 2 pictures. I'm not asking for a certain amount of money. If you've bought 100 kits from me and you haven't used them yet, use this as your motivation to complete them this year, okay? But if you just watch, if you just buy layouts, if you've bought all the kits and you want to help me, buy another kit and give it to somebody and encourage them to sit with you and do it, to do the kit, the whole class kit, okay? We have them starting regular price on the website. They start at $20 and up, but we have all these big ones on sale more. So whatever your budget is, we can find something for that, okay? And it can be when I do grab boxes and you get extra class kits in there, it can be one that came from there, okay? So you don't even have to pay full price on this. But I want to know who's in. I will complete 1 Keller's kit every month this year, okay? That's what I need. That's what I need. I think if everybody does that, our class kit sales will go through the roof. They will. And I'm going to be here doing them with you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You're going to see it in all of these classes that are coming up. We have 12 of them on flash sale that we've been talking about all weekend. The entire upcoming schedule of classes is on sale. And about 25 or 30 previous classes are on sale, even more. And there's coupons to stack on top of that. But as far as this challenge, I'm going to do a written post to say who's in. And at the end of January, I'm going to do a January check-in. Who's still in, show up. I mean, I'm writing down the names. I'm writing down the names from today and this week that say I'm in. And then I'm going to look at the list. I'm going to make sure my kit is done. At least 1 kit is going to be 100% done, and I'm going to show it to you in a book. Okay? And so everybody at the end of January, they can post a picture. Here's my kit I made. Check. I'm going to check in February. I'm going to check in March and all the way through. And all of us that make it, all 12 months, you're going to get a graduation gift as the class of 26. Okay? 12 months, 12 class kits. The Keller's way. Okay? The Keller's way. Let me change your life that way. It will make scrapbooking so much easier. It's done it for Catherine, even though she knew all this stuff before. Right?
Right.
We've come so far. It's done it for Lex. It's done it for Wendy. It's done it for Katie. All of us. All right, give me some good comments.
You've already got people saying, I'm in.
Yes.
A couple would love to follow you to the cliff, but they're probably not going over the cliff with you, by the way.
I know the ones that will play Thelma and Louise with me.
Right. But
all right,
your enthusiasm is contagious.
If I don't keep up with this, I won't be able to give you what you need from this company. But I think if y'all trust me and follow me on this, if we're all committed to that, the sales are going to take care of themselves, okay? You know, I mean, Catherine and I talked about it before, like, there's no shame in the game here with me. I have bared my soul to y'all. I am living in a 172 square foot studio and can't even afford it. And trying to get into a 500 square foot building that's been sitting on my property for 4 months. We have been teetering on the edge of having enough money to buy the rest of the supplies. I hope tonight that we have enough money to buy the rest of the supplies, and I would love to be blown away to have a little bit above that to pay the guys to finish it. And I don't even care about it. I care because I want it out of here, but I want it out of here so I can be doing this in person with y'all. And that we have more room in here and that we have the right kind of stands and not these jerry-rigged things trying to hold my iPad up. So we can do it the right way for you. But if I don't do this, none of that other is going to happen or matter.
And it's not just the sales. It's sharing the passion and the techniques and the contagious, I can do this sense of accomplishment that you feel today. You want every one of those watching to feel that same way.
And I feel horrible that I haven't been keeping up with it and letting myself go to such a dark place. But if putting your story on paper can bring one person back from that dark place where I've been for the last year and a half, yeah, that's what I'm meant to be doing. I know we can crank out this stuff. I know we can crank out this stuff. But I just get paralyzed on everything else and think, I'm worthless and we're never going to dig out of this hole and I hate my life. I don't hate my life. This was the hardest year ever. And look how cute it is. There are pictures laying in hospital beds in here. There's pictures crying in public in here. There's probably pictures with snot on my shirt from crying all day. I don't care. I have this great, great life. I mean, it does all the things. It helps you mentally, draws you closer to God, makes you love your family again. You know, days I want to kill Keller, I can look at a cute page. No, he's okay. Same with the dogs. All of it. It's so hard to put into words. The ones that really scrapbook get it. Like if you live in this zone all the time. But there's so many of you that have done what I've done, and you buy the stuff and you stack it up. Or you come up, I'm too tired. I'm too tired today. I don't want to do it today. No. 5 tools. 5 tools and a pack. It will be the best therapy ever. And then you're going to be so happy. Like, oh, look, I got my scrapbooking fix. You want to show it to everybody. And every person you show that project to is going to be like, where'd you get that? Keller's Creations. Like, that's what it needs to be. And I want everybody, I'm going to do the written post. And if you're in, I want you to share that post. And on every scrapbook page that you post in another scrapbook group, in Keller's Creative group, everywhere, I want you sharing them. Hashtag the Keller's Way and hashtag 12-month challenge. Keller's 12-month challenge. Anyway, I put the 2 hashtags on there for you. Just copy them. I'm going to follow this and see how it grows. I'm going to scrapbook more this year than I have since Keller was 4 years old. Okay, that's the last time I was current. It's going to keep me from going where I went. It's going to make me find more of the rainbows, right? I would have forgotten that if I hadn't scrapbooked it. I would have forgotten already that my kid just signed for a mortgage, right? That's a pretty bright spot this year. And I was excited for about an hour. And then I was on to worrying about other stuff. No, I want it so I can look at it. I want it so it'll give me a reason to get out of bed every day. I want it for all those reasons, okay? I'm committing. Catherine, you in?
I'm in.
Catherine's like 1 a month. I do 1 a day.
No, don't put me out there.
Yes, we are in. We are in. All right, we got to get off here for a minute. I have 4 minutes to make that post and to come back on. It'll probably be 5 after 6. So we'll meet you back in 10 minutes for hour 11. But I want to know, by the time we get 11 and 12 done, I want to see who all's in. All right, I love y'all. See you in a few minutes.